Welcome and welcome to the present. How we doing this wonderful Friday morning or afternoon or evening, depending on what part of the world you're watching this stream from. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I understand on Sunday the anxiety, the apprehension is going to be high. Well, it is what it is. Let me make sure the audio is sounding like yes, sound this one. So it is what it is. I get it if you don't share my optimism. I'm not forcing you. I'm not shoving down your throat. Like some of you are just weird. Some of you are just weird. And some of you are just borderline insane. I didn't say guarantee Arsenal is going to win the league. I didn't say Arsenal have 90% of winning. I just said there's a glimmer of hope. And I for one, independently, and some of the small subset of Arsenal fans who are deciding to hang on to that glimmer of hope, and some of them want to bully us that, oh, you shouldn't have that hope. Is Man City is going to win it? Have they officially won it? Have Manchester City officially won? Have they been declared winners? No. Is it advantage Man City? The probability for Man City is higher, obviously, but probability is with Manchester City, possibility is with Arsenal. And I get it. I'm not irrational. I'm not daft. I can think. My senses are not failing me. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. So I am not under the influence. So the fact that you do not want to hang on to the hope, which I get and I respect that, do not come to insult me for hanging on to the hope because logically there's still a chance we'll could win the league. Is it a slim chance? Yes. Very slim chance, extremely slim, but there's still a chance. And some of us have decided to hang on to that hope, and that's pissing a lot of you off. It's pissing you off. You must be a narcissist. You something was wrong with you. The fact that I decide to hang on to a glimmer of hope and you don't want to, but you want to haul insults on me for hanging on to a glimmer of hope, which is logically there. Something was wrong with you. Before we continue to proceed into the meat and the bones of the conversation, let's adhere to protocol. Strike the like button. Very, very important. Subscribe here, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Let me repeat for those at the back who didn't hear me the first time. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very, very important. So on Sunday, we play our last match against Everton. Massive play their last match against Westham. A lot will be going on. A lot of going on is advantage Man City. I am not daft. I understand the fact that Man City incentivized to win it. The first time that will be the record-breaking winning. Fourth time, no Premier League team have done that before. So that will be a great record on their side. Pep is experienced. Their players are experienced. They are keen to do it. So there's all kinds of motivation for Manchester City to try and do it. So, but it's not done and dusted. Football is a funny game. Football is not overly logical that 2 plus 2 is 4. Football can throw a curveball. See, West Ham can decide to become a banana peel on that day. Even on the flip side for Arsenal too. Now, as much as I'm talking about West Ham can do us a favor, Arsenal must do their own bit. We must do our own job at our gaff. If we decide to overly concentrate and put our nose and businesses so focally on Manchester City, not taking care of business at home against Everton, we could lose on both sides. And we could take care of business at home with Everton and EMIRATE, and Man City go ahead to trample and win West Ham, and they win the league. But guess what? I still love this team. This team has given me joy. They've given us some incredible moments and performances this season. It's unfortunate we are competing against a juggernaut in Manchester City. We have to acknowledge that a team that has been built over 10 years, a team that has experience, a team that has that a lot of you acknowledge, say he had the best manager, the best squad, the best team, and we're giving them a run for their money. But yeah, some of you are saying, "Oh, we've not done well. Mikel Arteta should be considered for firing." Like, get your brain out of your backside. I know a lot of you are chasing clout, are chasing unnecessary clickbaiting. That some of you accuse me of because I'm saying some logical things you don't like. See, I've noticed something about most of you, right? Most of you have been programmed badly. So if I say something that is logical, that is sensible, but just because you don't like it, you want to discredit it. Now, there are a lot of things people can say that I don't like. I do not have the effort to discredit it. I would never discredit things that are true, but are hurtful to me. Because I understand that is life. You cannot have it your way all the time. Things cannot favor you all the time, right? You have to be an adult. Just be an adult. You just have to be an adult that sometimes the truth might not sound good to you. The truth might not favor you, but it doesn't change the fact that it's the truth. The truth is that Manchester City have more experience than us, even though I tipped us to win the league in the beginning of the season because of the quality of the squad. Unfortunately, two key players, in my opinion, some of you might not agree with this point. Two key players in Timber and Partey, through injuries, failed us. I'm not saying it's the fault of their own, but through injuries, those two key players failed us this season. I can say to me also sometimes certain games that we let him failed us. So we had significant injuries this season that did not help our cause. But guess what? We still did a fantastic job. Shout out to Mikeleta, his coaching staff. They still did a fantastic job, in my opinion, competing against a juggernaut like Man City with the experience, with the quality of players, with the management team he has behind him. Come on. We've actually given it a fantastic account, not a good account. Arsenal have given a fantastic account of themselves. And if, as an Arsenal fan, you still want to find a way to deride this team, you still want to find a way to criticize this team unduly, you want to destructively criticize this team, go get your head checked. I know those who will do it because of the clout, the money, the financial benefits they get from doing that. Do you? But if you are a logical fan, a sensible fan, a fan who wants the best for the club, you cannot look at the trajectory of this team, the quality we've seen this year, and destructively criticize this team. We can criticize that, oh, yeah, we'll have done a bit, one or two better, which is fair. I will take that. I'm not going to be here to pander to Arsenal. We've made a few mistakes here and there. Every manager, every team have made a mistake, right? Just that sometimes life punishes you more than others when you make your mistakes. So that's life. Unfortunately, Man City might just nick it on Sunday. Might nick it. And there's still a chance West Ham can just become that banana slip. West Ham can become that sultan. That West Ham can become that piece of shite that can stain or dent or put a stop to Manchester City's aspiration of a 4P on Sunday. So I'm hanging to that thread of hope, that glimmer of hope. Why Manchester City fans will be like, okay, we can do it. Even Manchester City fans rather do not have the confidence, 100% confidence they've won it. That's how hypocritical Arsenal fans are. Manchester City fans will tell you, yeah, we have 80% to 90% confidence. But it's not total. It's not 100% because they know and understand football can be very, very funny. Football can get clumsy. So on Manchester City side, there's a bit of apprehension and anxiety, which is natural. On the Arsenal side too, there's still apprehension and nerves because even though we do our job, we are relying solely and praying that West Ham can help us. On Manchester City side, they are praying that West Ham do not become that Sultan on Sunday. West Ham do not become that banana skin on Sunday. So on both sides, it's still dangerous. So all this false bravado by some subsection of the Manchester City fan is fake. Because if let's have a conversation, right? Let's say I invite a Manchester City fan. Show me that Manchester City fan who can stake a healthy bet that 100% Manchester City are going to beat West Ham. None of them can do that. They can brag, right? It's easy to talk and brag that, yeah, we're going to do it, which logically they should be doing it. But nobody has that 100% assurance that Manchester City will be beating West Ham on Sunday. But logically, they have the team, the experience, the management, the coaching staff to do it because they've done it 3 times, right? But football, like I said, is still a very, very funny old game. So it is what it is. Good morning, Mr. Efos. How are we doing this morning? I hope you're doing fine, Mr. Efos. Shout out to you for coming through this morning. So, as much as we want to, shout out Manchester City, which they deserve, there's still a slim chance Arsenal can sneak in from the back door. There is a slim chance you can sneak from the back door. So I will not give up total hope. I'll just keep on pushing and hoping. While we do our job on the flip side, Everton are not a pushover team. They have secured, even though they've secured their Premiership status, so they might be on the beach a little bit, but they don't want to be embarrassed. Even though Everton were playing with a bit of freedom, no pressure, at least they don't want to be embarrassed. So for me, let's try and win the game. And if we can add more goals, let us do it. So and let's see what comes of it. So it's a tough one for a lot of Arsenal fans. The mixed emotions on Sunday. It's going to be mixed emotions on Sunday. But I've decided that regardless of the results, I love this team. I love our defense. I love our midfield. I love our attack. I love the aspirations of the team. I love the fact that we're going to add quality in the summer to this team. I love the ambitions of the club, the ambitions of Kroenkes, ambitions of Edu, Mikel Arteta, Richard Garlick. It's all great. The trajectory of this team is looking fantastic. Regardless of the result of Sunday, if you do not believe in the trajectory of this team, I can't help you. You just want to fake rave or fake rant because a lot of you will do this fake raving and fake ranting because that is what a lot of low IQ people want to see. Unfortunately, we have a society that caters so much to drama, dysfunctionality, shouting, crazy behavior. Like how much comedy do you need in every day to survive? Like I love comedy. I love to laugh. I love the easy things of life. Look, how much fun do you need every day? Let's get serious. That's why sometimes I don't take people serious when you complain about the social economic situations in whatever country you are, because most people are just too trivial. I'm not saying overly take life seriously, but come on, you're too trivial. Like you cannot tell me this team that we've assembled, you are not loving the trajectory of this team. You cannot make a logical argument against the trajectory of this team. I will actually go further and tell you the trajectory of this team is looking better than Man City. We can put the caveat that we don't know what Man City will do during the summer window, but regardless of what they're going to do, the market is not littered with world-class quality players like that. Let's not deceive ourselves. You can go and pay for an average player, pay astronomical transfer fee and wages, but it doesn't mean that those players are not still average. We can see an example from Chelsea and Manchester United, who have bought players who are not top class, who have average, but paid astronomical fees and transfer fees, hoping that they can turn to work. You cannot buy. It's like buying, with all due respect to Toyota, buying a Toyota with a Benz price, hoping it to perform like a Benz. It doesn't work that way. So, as much as I don't know what Man City are going to do in the transfer window this summer, I still believe strongly, logically, we have a better trajectory than Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne is fading out. Bernardo Silva, this game has dropped, even though it's still there. You can see it's dropping, and we had strong rumors that he's going to leave. Our defense is obviously better than Man City's defense. Our midfield is getting stronger. Declan Rice is 224. We're going to bring another midfielder. We have Odegaard is still has not even gone into his prime. Kai Havertz, who led the line in the second half of the season, is going to improve. There's a strong rumor about Sesko. You cannot tell me you do not love the trajectory of this. Just like when we saw Pep came to Man City and they bought a few players, you could logically see the trajectory of Man City at that time was just going up. It was going to apex. It was going to climb. You could see it. So if you look at logically the trajectory of this team, you can see where it's going to. Whether we get disappointed on Sunday or we get elated on Sunday, the trajectory of this team is just upwards. And I'm happy. I love what I'm saying. So regardless of the result, I will not be fake ranting or fake raving on Sunday, because some of you, I know a lot of people. Let's not gloss and pretend we don't know. Some of these content creators are waiting for us not to win the league on Sunday so they can come and start shouting, "Oh, Arteta is not good enough. You should replace him. Oh, he made certain mistakes. Certain players have to go. We have to." I saw some fakers, people trying to drag Jorginho down for for some of our disappointment this season. Let's not do that. This is not time to start on this needless blaming rant. Let's move on. Things have happened. I'm not going to analyze in hindsight. It is very lucrative to analyze in bad faith in hindsight. Let's move forward. This team is giving me joy. I like a greater joy on Sunday by winning. And if we don't win, I'm looking forward to next season with great optimism. I am looking forward to next season. Gone are those days, an Arsenal fan, we panicked for next season, hoping that, maybe we don't sell our greatest players. I've been an Arsenal fan for a long time. There was a time that if the likes of Saliba, like Saliba has performed well this season, Gabriel has performed well this season, Declan Rice is doing well, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, I'll be dreading the summer. Why? Because I'm hoping that Arsenal don't sell their best players. I'm hoping that we try and tie down our best players. But this season, look at the confidence we have as Arsenal fans that we know for sure we ain't selling our best players. We know for sure we're going to extend the deals of the players we need to extend their deals. And 100%, the Kroenkes are going to get it done financially. They are supporting the team. Edu is going to get it done. Asset is going to get it done. Agents are surrounding Arsenal. They want they want their client, their players to come to Arsenal. You can, I'm enjoying this version of Arsenal. So I endured and I saw the horrible version of Arsenal a few years ago when there was so much dysfunction in the club, so much chaos, so much uncertainty. And I understood that that part was scary. It was not the happy moment for Arsenal, right? And I will move to another level. And I can actually separate that version of Arsenal to this version. But some of you are stuck permanently, traumatized on that version, and you don't want to come out because you want to continue to complain. You're just so much insearchable. You want to complain and complain all the time. You're always complaining. That is your personal problem. If you cannot see the version of this version of Arsenal and enjoy the trajectory of this version, that's on you. That's on you. This version of Arsenal is looking great. We are tying out the deals to our quality players. We can compete in transfer and sign quality players. We can. So, what is your problem? Whether win the league on Sunday or not, what's your problem? All this standard merchant or our standard FC, stop it. Don't gas. You see, you can gaslight the low IQ people with your fake standards, your barometer of standard. You can see it's easy on the internet, right? People come and say certain things and gaslight you. Some of you are so unsuspecting because I understand some of you are naive and majority people are followers, but even though you're going to follow people, you have to follow them with some sense. Like, let me pivot a little bit. I like Charles Watt. I listened to his videos. Respectable journalist. He was one that broke the party news. But him say we should scrap VAR because of he wants to enjoy the in-stadium euphoria when we score goals and forget on the flip side that if they score a goal against Arsenal and VAR is not there to turn it around, we lose on that part. As much as I can criticize VAR, which for me, I'm not going to criticize VAR on so I'm going to criticize the operators, which are the referees. We need more training. Would need to do better. I will accept that VAR is not perfect, but we need to scrap it and forget about the good of VAR and concentrate on the small dysfunction of VAR. Like life, it's often that a lot of human beings rather concentrate on the small dysfunction and not look at the large good something has done. Like, let's not do that. Looking at this thing, I agree. We should have done better. There are some games we should have lost, but it's part of the learning process and the experience. But all of the games that we won, so we won't concentrate on the few games that we lost that may cost us the title. What of the games that we lost? What of the experience? What of the age and trajectory of the team? Can't you look at that part too? What of that part of the conversation? No, let's concentrate on the other side. Like, no, life should be balanced. The good and the other side, you weigh it, you analyze it objectively, and see how to improve. There is no perfect euphoria. There's no perfect situation. It doesn't work. Life doesn't work that way. There's no perfect situation. As much as we are healing Man City now, I'm not just saying it because I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm looking at some of their players. I'm looking at the trajectory. If they do not make significant additions this season, Arsenal will rule the league for a long time. People are saying, "Oh, Chelsea will come back, Man United will come back." How many times they tell us last 2 years that there's no way Arsenal? Remember when we missed out on top 4 to Spurs and told us there was no way of us coming back? I know Chelsea will be stronger next season, right? I know Man U will actually do better than they've done this season. I know Liverpool will do better than they've done this season. So will Arsenal stop from where? Will Arsenal stay stagnant? So when they have this low IQ conversation, will Arsenal stay stagnant if the other teams are going to improve? Definitely, Arsenal will try to improve. Arsenal are going to improve significantly. And guess what? We have more quality players in our ranks than most of them. So I'm interested to see the players the oppositions are going to bring in because the market is not looking like the market of 10 years ago, where you have top class players, genuine top class players, world class players, a little bit more. But these days, we have bank average players for high prices. So I love the team I'm saying. I love the trajectory, and I'm hoping that we as Arsenal fans do not destructively criticize this team. You can't be disappointed, and it's fair to be disappointed sometimes. But on the flip side, it's fair to look at it objectively and analyze in good faith, not in bad faith. But if you're looking for clicks, the financial incentives that those kind of content brings to you, do you? Some of us will not stoop that low. I ain't stooping that low to go to that level. I'm not doing it. I will not stoop that low. That is not my. That's not the way I operate. I'm not stooping that low. So I love what I'm saying, and let's see what Sunday brings, guys. Let's see what Sunday brings. If you're watching this on the playback, be kind enough to strike the like button. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, or consider subscribing, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very important, and I will be appreciating that very, very much as we continue to build this sensible, objective community of ours. So let me put this comment. Let me react to this comment while I'm doing this live video right now. So I have my doubts because of his age. He's 20, really ready to come to Arsenal, but be a front man in the Premier League. If Arteta wants him, I'm ready to give him a chance. That was a comment made by Jeffrey. Shout out to you. You guys will say, what does this comment tie to? It ties to when I made a video yesterday regarding Arsenal have strong interest in Benjamin Sesko and are considering a summer move for Slovenia international. Understand the rival clubs believe AFC Arsenal are now in pole position to sign the striker should they choose to formalize their interest. For me, Sesko, love him. Love him. I've seen enough of him. Love it. He might be young, but has the experience. He has played in the championship for 2 seasons now. He might be playing in Germany. His goal record for both club and country is very, very good for that age. His contributions in goals is very, very good for both club and country. The dynamism, the pace, the movement, the gal. Like, I'll take Sesko 10 times over in KTR. I'm not saying he's going to come to the Arsenal team and start. No. Kai has done a fantastic job. We cannot deny it. You might not have liked Kai in the beginning. It took a lot of convincing for most of you to give Kai a chance, which I understand. Everybody cannot say things the way I say it, right? But Kai has done a fantastic job, and you can tell that that will change how we approach the transfer market. I would prefer Isak, who is more experienced, right? But if Newcastle are unwilling to sell, you cannot force it. I understand that we should be getting players that are in their prime or approaching their prime that can take us to that next level, that can boost the team, players that can make half chances into full chances, right? Players that are mavericks. That's what I want too. But you have to be real. If these players are limited in number, and if their parent club at the moment are unwilling, Newcastle are unwilling to sell. Newcastle might not be the richest club, but they have the richest owner, and they have ego, and they might not want to sell. And if Isak is not pushing to leave Newcastle, there's nothing Isak can do. So what can we do? Go and get players who have that potential to get to that level of Isak. I'm giving Sesko 2-3 years max. He will be at level of Isak. I remember 2 years ago, Isak was like Sesko level. You can see the trade. If you watch Sesko intentionally, if you don't watch the full games, I understand some of you are very busy. If you cannot watch the full games, go and watch the extended highlight, not just highlights. Watch extended highlight, watch his movements. His pressing is fantastic. His tackling, left foot, right foot. He scores all kinds of goal, long range shot, gal shot, crawling shot, near post. He is the complete package. At 20, he has shown variety. It reminds me of when Benzema was at that age at Lyon. You could see, if you're watching Benzema at Lyon at that age before he went to Real Madrid, you could see all the traits. It was destined that this guy was going to be a fantastic striker. So if you watch Sesko intentionally and watch his all-round game, you could tell the swagger, the suave, the movement, the pressing on the ball, off the ball, dribbling. Now, does he miss some chances? He's still 20, so he's still raw. So sometimes there's no value to cite these players. Even Isak misses chances. Ronaldo de Lima, one of the best strikers the world has ever produced, the phenomenon, missed a few chances. You act as if players miss chances, that's the death penalty. Can we simmer down? Let's be logical. Let's be sensible. Missing chances are part of the game, but scoring more of your chances makes you that little striker. Let's not act as if the little striker, the best of strikers, don't miss chances. They do. See, this hyperbole and overly exaggeration of things we do sometimes. Come on, let's not do that. So, for me, I understand your concerns about Arsenal buying a young striker. They've not bought him. There's a potential deal that Arsenal might actually take up or for Sesko. For me, I would take him over Nketiah. Nketiah, I love him, but he's not just on the level where we are headed for. He's not on that level. What would you prefer? Sesko coming off the bench or Nketiah coming off the bench? Let me know in the comment section. What do you prefer? Sesko coming off the bench for Arsenal in any, maybe a Premier League game against a Man City or a Chelsea or in the Champions League against a Real Madrid or against a Juve or against a Bayern? Sesko coming off the bench or Nketiah coming off the bench? Come on, that answer should be easy. That answer should be easy. So if you are playing the Carling Cup and you want to rest Kai, you have confidence in it, like a Sesko to start and deliver. He has it. So it might be young, and I accept it's young, but the quality is there. For me, if you're good enough, you're good enough. I understand the age thing, but when they start playing for the first team, Cesc Fabregas, I get the age thing, but if you're good enough most of the time, you are just good enough. And you're playing around a solid team like Arsenal is creating, a solid manager who can harness your strengths and hide your weaknesses like Arteta and his coaching staff can do. For me, it's a no-brainer that Sesko will add quality to this Arsenal team. So, guys, that'll be all for now. One more time, like the video on your way out. Very, very important. If you're watching a playback, please consider subscribing if you're yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. We discuss Arsenal's slim chance of winning a title. Like I said, I am not delusional. I'm not stupid. I know it's a slim chance. It's a glimmer of hope, but I've decided to hang my hat on it. As thin and lean as that chance is, I'm hanging my hat on that chance because it's not impossible. Advantage Man City, and I get it. I'm not delusional. So let's see what this Sunday brings. For good or for bad, this team has given me joy. This team is looking good. The trajectory is fantastic, and I'm going to continue to appreciate what the Kroenkes, Mikel Arteta, Edu, Richard Garlick are building for the future. So, guys, that'll be all for now. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy yourselves. Be good to yourself. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.